Hi everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Property Chat. This week, I know you've heard enough of it, but we're talking Brexit again. We're going to own a few truths and dispel a few myths. Stand by. Hi everybody, welcome back to this week's edition of Property Chat. And yes, I'm sorry, we're talking Brexit again. This time we just wanted to give you a flavour of where the market is here in southwest London, what's happening in terms of rents and property prices. As far as property prices are concerned, we have seen a fall off since the Brexit announcement, and I think that's true of most of the London market. What we're finding now is that that's stabilising though, and the reason it's stabilising is we're getting towards a spring selling season, which is always a popular time for people to get into the market. What's holding the market back in terms of volume is both buyers and sellers are trepidatious, not sure whether they should make the jump into the market. It's a little bit like everybody sat behind a fence and they're all kind of looking the other side, should we, shouldn't we? And they're just not sure whether to move. And this is the effect of Brexit at the moment, is that nobody really knows, do we have a deal? Is it no deal? Are we in? Are we out? Is there another vote? This is very, very upsetting for the market. And what it means is less sellers, less buyers, and it leads to a stagnation. And that's what we're seeing right now, is just a lack of volume in the marketplace. It could well be that if we get a deal and it's seen as a good deal and there's a smooth Brexit transition as opposed to a no-deal Brexit, that we even see a Brexit bounce where people say, okay, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, and now we'll think about buying and selling. So, that's one to watch for. Silver linings, well, interest rates. Interest rates are historic lows. There's some fantastic deals out there if you're a first-time buyer, or indeed if you're moving. Mark Carney, I'm sorry, but your prediction of a 35% fall in house prices was way off kilter. It's not going to happen. This country is one where an Englishman's home is his castle and will remain so forever. People aspire to own their own properties and they will get in as soon as they have the confidence to do so. So we don't believe the market's going to fall off a cliff. It's certainly static and stable now, but we expect it to be quite surprising later on in the year, depending on how the deal goes. We'll keep you advised. That's on the sales side. Now on the rental side, interesting things happening on the rental side. We've got lots of local landlord licensing, selective licensing going on throughout London. We've also got the tenant fees ban, Fitness for Human Habitation Act. These are all things going on right now. This is probably the biggest opportunity in the UK that managing agents have ever seen. And the reason I say that, when I say managing agents, I mean proper managing agents that have offices, physically go out and do inspections and do the work of a managing agent, as opposed to the onliners that claim to do everything for you, when in fact they're just a virtual site that's offering advertising and not much else. And the reason it's such an opportunity is where a lot of landlords have used these services, and why they've used them is because they've been able to offer a very, very cheap option for the landlord. How? Well, by charging the tenants, of course. And with the tenant fees ban, they're not going to be able to do that anymore. And that's the good news. So if you're a managing agent and you're looking for more business, I would suggest that if you're good at what you do, then you will find more business as a result of the tenant fees ban. So it's not all bad news out there. And certainly if you're a landlord and looking for a good managing agent who understands the new acts that are coming in, the local landlord licensing scheme, then come and see us and talk to us and we can talk you through it and guide you through that maze. Hope you've enjoyed this week's edition of Property Chat. We'll be back next week with another edition. Talk to you soon.